Hello guys, greeting and welcome you again to Dan the Programmer. In this video, we're going into something interesting. So far we have studied a lot, and in our last video, spoke about template details and how you can use them for multi-line strings. Okay, so basically we'll just open where we usually coding. Okay, right now today we'll be talking about if or else control structure, and we'll be looking more into it, and by the end we should be able to solve this challenge. Okay, this second problem that we had from our previous video, because I specified in the last video that for problem 2 we're going to be using the if or else control structure to actually solve it. So basically I'm just going to show a basic information about the if or else. So as I always say, before you want to um, use a particular thing, just check the documentation. Okay, all right. Let's just check a particular guide. Sorry, I'm having some issues with the internet. Okay, all right. Or better see, you could see just type if or else in JavaScript. Okay. So now this is the link of the repository where you can follow up the course here. You see it's always updated, right? You can come here, and maybe if you have a section of the video you want to check on it later on, you can come to this repository and check it out. I'm going to make it available in the comment section so you can stay up with that. So basically, um, I've not been able to get okay, right here you see if for a statement you have if, then the condition, give the statement, else if, and all the like. So an action to take if the condition is met, and else if the first condition is not met, you can go to the next condition. Okay, so you can check it here on the Mozilla documentation for more information. Now let's just get things practically. Okay, so we're just going to use our normal script.js that we have been using throughout. Okay, I'm just going to sorry, I'm going to comment this out, and what we'll do is we could just say if or else. Okay, so now basically before we use the if or else, right, as you see here, okay, if then the condition. So now our condition, maybe we're going to check the age of someone, if the person is particularly a particular range of age. So before doing that, you have to store something in variable such that we can easily call that particular variable that we have stored. Okay, so now what we do is we're going to define, maybe we can define the age of the person, right, so that we'll use this to do our checks. Okay, we can check is old. We're going to check if the person is actually old enough. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just check if the person's age is greater than or equal to 18. All right, so now let's see what we have on our console. So to see that, we can just say we can log our is old enough. Okay, so let's just console the log that and see what we have. So I'll just open this in our default browser. All right, so now let's check it out here at our console. So it's telling us false. Okay, yeah, it's telling us false because we have this. What we're checking is we have stored age to be 14. Now it's all enough. It's now it's checking if age is greater than or equal to 14. You get it now. So but 14 now is not greater than or equal to 18, so it's returning false. So now let's use the if or else now. Else statement. So you have if, then the condition. So the condition we're checking here is old enough, right? If that condition is if that statement is true, right? If this first section is true, so we should print, sorry, if that is true, can print Daniel can start coding. Okay. So if this is old enough is true, that means he can start coding. Now, if this first section is not true, what we'll do is, all right. So now we can use this else we can have a statement that will actually calculate the age or the years left for the person to start coding. So that now we'll just log say Daniel cannot start coding. All right. Let's see what we have as our output on the console. Okay. So inspect. So now it has checked for that particular condition if Daniel is greater than 14, or if he's not greater than or equal to 18. So it's telling us that he cannot start coding at that particular tender age. Okay. So now there's another thing we could do. We could calculate the year left here. Okay. So now we can just say const years left for like the years left for Daniel to start coding. Okay. We can just say age, can subtract it with 5. All right. So now if the age, like if the years left is less is greater than or equal to 18, you can just say log. You could still use backticks here. Okay, like as I spoke of backticks in the video before this when we talk about template details. So you can say Daniel is too young, so wait another. The reason I'm doing this is such that you should understand how template literal works. Okay, so Daniel is too young. Wait another. So now I'm going to use the idea we learned in the previous video. Okay, so now I'll use the dollar sign, right? Then I'll call the variable we just declared above here, right? So it's going to check then the years left. Okay, you can just end with years. Okay, all right. So let's see what our console tells us if we're on track. So now console says Daniel cannot start code. Daniel is too young. Wait another 9 years. So it calculates it for us. Okay, that's we're putting the template literals into use to make sure that we have actually understood it. Okay. So now let's just do a basic if or else statement, right? Um, maybe we can write we can calculate someone's birth year, like to find the year in which somebody was born. Okay. Now, if you want to find the particular year in which somebody is born, what you have to know is the birth year of that person, right? And maybe the month or the century that that person was born. So we can still use the if or else statement. You'll say if, right? But we cannot use because we have not defined our parameters. So what we'll do is we can create maybe birth year. Let's just say 2000. Okay, as the 2000 may serve as like a base criteria. You can check now for the century in which that person was born. Then from here now we can use our if or else statement that we have just learned. You can just say if the birth year is lesser than or equal to let's say let's say 2003, right? So we can just say the century equal 20. Right. Else, what we can do is we can say if this particular statement does not work, we can just say else a century is equal to 21 cents. All right. So now I think that's that. Let's see what we have as a result here. So let's just inspect and see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So if let's just say this, then if it's not the 20th century, all right. Let's try reducing this to maybe and see what we have as a result. All right. So now let's just cancel the log century and see what we have. Okay. Log. Let's do the same thing here. Maybe change this. All right. Let's see. Okay. So it tells us that he's old. All right. So basically, that's how if or else statement works. All right. So anytime you need to perform a particular action, but with time we're going to talk about the switch case. So you're going to know more about that soon. So in the next video, we're going to solve this problem using the BMI, using the if or else control structure that we have just spoken about, such that you give us a deeper insight on what we are actually diving into. All right. So make sure you check out the documentation of if or else statement to actually understand when and when not to use it. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Bye for now.